So this is page 491, example 3. Try this part. And we know one angle alpha 60 degrees, and we know the length of the hypotenuse 2. So first, let's sketch this right triangle. This is angle alpha, and this is C. And we know this is right triangle, so that means this angle, we call it gamma, is equal to 90 degrees, right? Then first, we need to find the third angle, beta. Okay. And first, we know alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 180 degrees because the sum of the three angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. So from this equation, we can solve it. Okay, we can solve this equation for beta. So beta is equal to 180 degrees minus the alpha plus gamma. And this is equal to 60 degrees plus 90 degrees. So 180 degrees minus the 150. So this is equal to 30 degrees. Now, after we find the beta, then we can find A. That is the length of the side opposite the alpha. And B, that is the length of the side opposite the angle beta. Okay. So now we know the alpha, we know the beta, we know the C. How can we find the A? Tell me which function should I use? Which one? Sine, right? Sine alpha. We should use the sine alpha, which is equal to opposite A over the hypotenuse C. C is known. Now in this equation, alpha is known, right? C is known, and A is unknown. So we multiply both sides by C, then we get A equal to C times sine alpha. And then C is equal to 2. Alpha is equal to 60 degrees. Then, what is the sine 60 degrees? Tell me what is the value? Root of the 3 over 2, right? So this is the value of the sine of the 60 degrees, and then you get root of 3. So this is the length of the side opposite the angle alpha. Now, to get the B, okay, which function should I use for alpha? Which one? Cosine, right? So you may use the cosine alpha, which is equal to adjacent, that is a B, over the hypotenuse C. Then you multiply both sides by C, you get the B equal to C times cosine alpha. So this is 2 times cosine 60 degrees. What is a cosine 60 degrees? 1/2, right? 1/2. So you have 2 times 1/2, and then this is equal to 1. And then in this way, we find the length of all sides and also the measure of the angles of this right triangle, right? Any question? Now let's go to the page 497. Let's look at the problem 26. And we need to solve each right triangle with the given sides and angles. In each case, make a sketch and note that alpha is acute angle opposite the leg A, and beta is acute angle opposite leg B. The hypotenuse is C. See the strategy for solving a right triangle on page 491. And after we finish this problem, we'll go back to this page 491 for the strategy for solving a right triangle. So now let's look at the problem 26. So page 497, 26. We know the A equal to 10, C equal to 12. And this is a right triangle. So let's first draw the sketch of this right triangle. And C is equal to 12, A is equal to 10, and here is B. So we have the alpha beta here, angle beta here, and angle alpha here. So first, we need to find the length, okay, of this side, right? That is B. So we know the Pythagorean theorem, that is the A square plus B square equal to C square, right? And from this equation, we can solve it for B. So we have the first, we have the B square equal to C square minus A square. And then B is equal to the square root of C square minus A square. And this is equal to square root of the 12 square and minus 10 square. And then this is equal to 4 times 11, and then equal to 2 times the root of the 11. So now, after we find this B, then we can find the sine alpha, and then we can solve this for the alpha. So let's begin with the sine alpha, which is equal to A over C, right? The opposite over the hypotenuse. So A is equal to 10 and C is equal to 12. So from here, we can use the inverse sine to find this angle alpha. So alpha is equal to arc sine of 10 over 12. And you can use a calculate to get this inverse sine value. So that is approximately equal to 0.9851. And then let's convert this to the degree measures. So we have the 180 degrees over pi, and this is approximately equal to 56.44 degrees. So in this way, we find the angle alpha. And for the beta, you don't need to use any trigonometric function. Actually, you know alpha plus beta is equal to 90 degrees, right? Because this is a right triangle. The sum of the two acute angles is equal to 90 degrees. So from this equation, you find the beta, which is equal to 90 degrees minus this 56.44 degrees. And this is equal to 33.56 degrees.